Here I'm being hunted by the Perrin Sequence platoon. And yeah, you can see I wiped them out pretty fast. Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about my Valkyr build. Now the Valkyr build is heavily centered around Hysteria, so you need a good melee weapon build to go with it as well. Now after testing with a bunch of melee weapons, this one, the Prisma Skana, proves to be the best. Now I have two configurations, one for Hysteria and one is for other Warframes. Now the Hysteria build is heavily damage based. With a Berserker on it, because the Hysteria is only affected by the mods on your weapons, not by your weapon stats. I think also by the weapon's critical chance, which also makes the Prisma Skana good. Now this stance is you can use whatever you can. It's just for the energy. That's not important. Now Spoil Strike, as you can see, it increases 100% of your damage. Don't worry about the attack speed reduction because you'll have Warcry. And this is Bright Purity, as you can see, another 100%, big numbers. Buzzkill, 120% of slash damage. Hysteria is slash damage based. Pressure Point, another 120, again, big damage numbers. Fever Strike, 90% toxin damage. Shocking Touch, 90% electric damage. Those are for the corrosive, and this you can probably change it, but right now only this fits. It gives you some status so you can trigger your corrosive proc, but yeah, if you want, switch it out with even better damage. Now the Berserker is really good because your Prisma Skana's crit chance passes on to your Hysteria, which is 20%. That's very high for a melee weapon. Not to mention that Hysteria has its own attack speed, which is very high by default. And that's another reason why you can slap on Spoiled Strike. Now this is not meant to work on its own, so I'll show you the Valkyr Hysteria build right now. As we all know, Hysteria is purely melee, so Steel Charge is definitely a very good damage aura to put on. I mean, Corrosive Projection also increases your damage, but the polarity is a Y by default, and this gives you more capacity. And don't worry about the Exilus slot, you can put on whatever. Now, although Hysteria's is a toggle ability now, you want Continuity narrow-minded to increase your duration because that affects the drain. You could put on Constitution, but I had some comparisons. And it turned out that it really doesn't make that big of a difference. Let me show you. Right now, without Constitution, the drain is this much, 0.83. You slap it on. Let's see. Let's swap it out with Eternal War. We'll look at it again. It's 0.73. Right? So it's a 0.1 difference. Every 10 seconds, you lose 1 extra energy. What's the big deal? Now, however, if you put Eternal War on, you save so much energy because you'll be killing enemies constantly. You'll never have to recast your Warcry. That saves so much energy. Now, speaking of energy, Rage will give you almost infinite energy because you have Lifesteal. In case you didn't know, Rage gives you energy whenever you lose health. So losing health gives you energy, energy gives you Hysteria, Hysteria gives you Lifesteal. So this is actually a pretty core mod, and don't switch it out unless you're out leveling. Steel Fiber and Vitality on the other hand are almost absolutely necessary unless you're stupid, because Steel Fiber increases armor by percentage and you have the highest armor percentage in the game. Flow and Streamline, very straightforward. Flow will give you larger energy storage, switch it to Prime Flow if you have it. Streamline also decreases your toggle time. And thus lengthens your Hysteria. I'll make a build testing video soon, but for now here's some footage of me using this build. Now with my build, once you turn on the Warcry and actually land your first crit, the consistent kills and crits will ensure that your timers will never go to 0. They'll keep resetting. And of course, if you want to attack even faster, slap on Fury. on your weapon. I believe it still affects your weapon. But the multi-strikes from your combos should already make up for any lacking of attack speed. You want more flat damage. But again, you're the one who decides what mods to put on. My build is merely a starting point for you to consider. Feel free to make any modifications. And that probably wraps up this video. If you have anything to add, please comment. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.
Life support on the way. Another life support capsule. Capsule is now available. Has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. When you are ready, go to extraction.